Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, cinema goers out there. Welcome to the Cinema Time. Today I'm going to be going over my 2018 Blu-ray collection video. After the video, I'm also going to be going over a couple other Blu-rays that are not in this collection, but they're in a separate collection that is also in the same house. And before we get started, I picked up a movie today, and I did the video yesterday, so I just need to mention this, and it's the Fight Club. Fantastic film, but let's get on with the Blu-ray collection video. So sit down, grab a bag of popcorn or something, or whatever you want to do for these videos, and let's get started. Oh, that was a really weak intro. Starting off the collection is my Criterion, the Royal Tenenbaums, which is actually the only DVD you'll see in this collection. I've yet to upgrade it, but it's a Criterion, so I'm keeping it there. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. The Great Dictator, which is my first Criterion. We've got the entire Quentin Tarantino collection except for The Hateful Eight. This comes with Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, Death Proof, Inglourious Basterds, and Django Unchained. Next up is the box sets. I forgot to mention that. Logan, the Walmart exclusive with character cards. The Lord of the Rings original trilogy, not extended. Indiana Jones: The Complete Adventures. The Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, the Peanuts Holiday Special trilogy, the Bourne Identity trilogy, the Austin Powers collection, which is a trilogy, but, you know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy, Jack Reacher 2 Never Go Back featuring the comic book, the 4K Mummy remake with Tom Cruise. This one comes with a VR headset, which I guess is just out of frame, the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Social Network. I put these in box sets even though they're not. They kind of, to me, feel like box sets, but whatever. The Crazies and Pandorium. Now on to the Steelbooks. Superbad, which I have yet to open. The Hangover Part 2. Breaking Bad Season 1. Hannah. The Matrix. Men in Black 3. I Am Legend. Batman vs. Two-Face. And I know I should get covers for these. I'm going to do that eventually. Jumanji. The Evil Dead, my first Steelbook. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Jurassic Park. Move this camera. That sounded horrible. Nightcrawler. It's just because there's a slip up here. I'm not scratching anything. Don't worry. Star Trek Into Darkness. Oblivion, which this is not a steelbook, it's like a steel case or something. It's really weird. Cowboys and Aliens. Sherlock Holmes, The Ghost of Shadows. Game of Shadows. Horseshit. Into the Storm. Clash of and Wrath of the Titans. And The Lorax. Now into my 3D Blu-rays. We've got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And Life of Pi. Now on to the next one. The Amazing Spider-Man in 3D. I'm just trying to see if the camera focused. Titanic. My Bloody Valentine, which this is a 3D movie, but it's not like actual 3D. It comes with 3D glasses. Just thought I'd mention that. I got this in an auction bid. It just came with a bunch of Blu-rays. I don't know what it is. Texas Chainsaw. Onto my Digibooks, which I'm slowly starting to realize is one of my favorite parts of my collection. We've got the 1989 Batman. Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. I know there's a Criterion for this, but, you know, don't need to do doubles in my collection. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. And E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Okay, I butchered that for some weird reason. On to the TV shows. American Horror Story and American Horror Story Hotel. Firefly, the complete series and the movie. Star Trek, the Clone Wars movie. I'm really excited that Comic-Con they announced they're continuing the series, which is great after a 5-year wait. The Season 5, which is where Darth Maul showed up. Family Guy Something Something Dark Side. Mr. Robot and Mr. Robot 2. Amazing. Dexter Season 2, 3, and 4. On to my Disney movies. This is the only one that doesn't have a slipcover, and that kind of aggravates me just a little bit. The Prince of Persia, Sands of Time with Jake Gyllenhaal. Roger Rabbit's 25th anniversary. The Muppets. Finding Nemo. My favorite movie of all time, this is in 4K, The Incredibles. Inside Out. Coco. I did not really like this movie, but I already own it, so. Nightmare Before Christmas in 3D. Tron and Tron Legacy in 3D. Now this is the MCU. This is almost the complete collection. I'm just missing, I think, 2 movies or 3. This is all in order of the timeline. Captain America, the First Avenger. Iron Man. Iron Man 2. Incredible Hulk. Thor. The Avengers in 3D. Iron Man 3. Just the light. Okay, I don't think that did anything. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Guardians of the Galaxy in 3D. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm not going to go over everything that happened with James Gunn, because if you want my full opinions on that, that is on my Twitter. He's one of my favorite directors, so it's kind of sad. Age of Ultron, the Steelbook, which is also in 3D. Captain America Civil War. The Black Panther in 4K. Spider-Man Homecoming in 3D. And Thor Ragnarok. This is my James Bond collection, and then after this is the movies. From Russia with Love. Well, the, non-put into category films. License to Kill. And Skyfall. Alright, now on to just regular Blu-rays. We've got 10 Cloverfield Lane. 22 Jump Street. 30 Minutes or Less. 42, The Jackie Robinson Story. 50-50, one of my favorite movies. Abduction. Adventureland. American Psycho. American Hustle. I dream to have such a huge American section. It'd be hilarious. American Psycho, American Reunion, American Hustle, American Werewolf in London. That'd be really funny. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, and Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. Army of Darkness. The Artist. Atomic Blonde. My hand is covering this entire screen, which I think is kind of funny. But, what do I know with humor? The Dark Knight trilogy, which is Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight actually turns 10 years old this year. Batman The Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition. Batman Return of the Caped Crusader. Braveheart. Baby Driver, one of the best movies of last year. Behind Enemy Lines. Beetlejuice. Well, I'll stop myself right there. Better Watch Out. The Boondock Saints. Body of Lies. Buried. The Big Lebowski. The Cabin in the Woods. Chef. The Change Up. Child's Play. Curse of Chucky. Chronicle. The Conjuring. This is a really overrated movie in my opinion. Corpse Bride. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Daybreaker. The Fox Collectors, or whatever, cover Day After Tomorrow. Deja Vu. I've just been in this place before. The Descendants. Deadpool. The Departed. District 9. Dinner for Schmucks, sorry. Don't Breathe. Donnie Darko. Escape from New York, which is in a DVD case, and I hate it. Edge of Darkness. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Equilibrium. Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. The remake of Evil Dead. The Expendables, which is a strange movie to look at now after reading those James Gunn tweets. Exodus, Gods and Kings. The Fast and the Furious. Fargo, I think the TV show is better than the movie. Frozen, Not Let It Go. Friday the 13th, the remake. Focus. Gangs of New York. The Great Gatsby. Get Hard. Get Out. Goon. I just realized the camera's not doing so well right here and you're not getting the bottom of the... Sorry about that. The Gray. The Green Hornet. Hancock. Heat. Hell or High Water. Her. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. Horrible Bosses. Oh, and it's falling out. Hot Fuzz. Interstellar, Inception, The Interview, Insidious, Stephen King's It, the miniseries, and the 2017 It, The Invention of Lying, Iron Man and Hulk Heroes United, Jackass 3.5, and J. Edgar. Sorry about the faraway view of it. Juno, and I hope I'm not in the video because nobody needs to see my face. The Flashpoint Paradox, John Wick Chapter 2, Keanu, Kingsman: The Golden Circle, Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2, Lethal Weapon and Lethal Weapon 2, Life, pretty underrated movie, Looper, Loving Vincent, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, Me, Myself, and Irene, Minority Report, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Moneyball, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, Megamind, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, The Monuments Men, My Life as a Zucchini, The Nice Guys, Neighbors, Non-Stop, Nocturnal Animals, Observe and Report. I just need to make sure you're still getting all these. Okay. Ordinary World, Paranormal Activity 3, The Patriot, Paper Towns, Pain and Gain, The Place Beyond the Pines, Pops Are Never Stop, Never Stopping, another really underrated movie that I wish did way better, Project X, The Prestige, Rambo, which is the remake, The Revenant, Shrek and Shrek 2, which is one of the best animated sequels of all time, Saw 5, no, that's Saw 6, sorry, Shawshank Redemption, Shaun of the Dead. Edgar Wright is my favorite director, just saying that, because there's a lot of his movies in here, Sherlock Holmes, Sin City with the female cover, I don't know why, Semi-Pro, Slapshot, Speed, Spider-Man 3, I know, why do you have the worst one? Oops. Split, the Glass trailer looks pretty good, but I don't think the movie will be as good. Shutter Island, Star Trek, and Star Trek Into Darkness. That is the only movie I think in my collection right now I have double dipped. I don't know what to do with it. Rogue One. Sorry. The Force Awakens. Let's move this camera. Boopity boop. Star Wars The Last Jedi Walmart cover, which you can change the cover. Terminator 3 and Terminator Salvation. I'm missing the two good ones. Revenge of the Fallen and Dark Side of the Moon. Something that baffles me is Steven Spielberg produced these. Huh? That's a school play I wrote and directed. Nothing much. Ted and Ted 2. There's no tripod being used for this section, so this is going to end up being pretty bad. Traffic. Trick or Treat. The Thing, one of the greatest movies of all time. Tower Heist. Tropic Thunder. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. This Is the End. Underworld Awakening and Blood Wars. The Usual Suspects, fantastic. Oh, I can't grab this. Wanted. Watchmen, the director's cut. And Watchmen, the motion comic. Alright, there goes that. The Waterboy. The Watch. The Wedding Ringer. The Wolfman. Ugh. Where the Wild Things Are. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I really want to get the Digibook for that. Alright, that is the end of all the movies, but now I'm moving on to... Oh, wait, no, it's not. I'm an idiot. I used to have these in a different collection, but I guess I'll put them in X now. X-Men First Class, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men X2 Heroes United, The Wolverine, Yes Man, and Zombieland. Now these are all concert ones that I have. We got Stromae Racine Carré, which is a Digibook. The Beatles Hard Day's Night, which has a Criterion, which I would love to get. And Queen Live Rock Montreal Aid. The lighting won't be good here, but Rush Beyond the Lighted Stage, Madonna MDNA, West Side Story, Red Sparrow, that movie just came out, Kung Fu Panda 3, Game Night, one of my favorite movies of the year so far, 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, The Wizard of Oz, Death Wish, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Journey to the Mysterious Island, The Princess and the Frog, Dread in 3D, The Princess Bride, Oz the Great and Powerful, Bad Santa 2, Four Christmases, Space Jam, Our Family Wedding, This Is Where I Leave You, Flatliners, Secret of the Wings in 3D, Light, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs, The Internship, Night and Day, Vampire Diaries Season 1, and Being There, Land of the Lost, Baywatch, That's My Boy, another copy of Pain and Gain, Middle School: The Worst Years of My Life, and Jackass 3D. Suicide Squad has been lent to a friend. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you didn't, that sucks, but too bad you made it to the end for some weird reason. And I know most of you probably ended up just skipping through, just getting tidbits of it, but you know, whatever. If you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe. I do, obviously, movies, board games, vinyl, Funko Pops, and just basically anything entertainment that I feel like. So, thanks for watching, and here's the outro that has a copyrighted song in it.